What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another match analysis. This time we're going to be covering Manchester City's away performance at the London Stadium against West Ham. So we'll go crack on with this video. Now, it was Pep up against Pellegrini. Pellegrini obviously being former Manchester City manager, replaced by Pep Guardiola. Was having that, and Pep ended up coming out on top of City Hammer. The Hammers, perfect performance. Now we'll start off with the team news first. Otamendi came in for Stones, which I'd have thought I went for Otamendi to be on the bench and Stones to start, but that never happened, obviously. But he slotted in. Otamendi did against Laporte. Both did very well in this game, in my opinion. We saw Gundogan return too for West Ham. We saw Zabaleta return against Manchester City once more. Always nice to see Pellegrini and Zabaleta back. Well, featuring against Manchester City. So we're going to crack on with this video. 11 minutes in, perfect start. A game after international break, when you're able to not only pick up 3 points but play confidently and get a great result in the meantime and score plenty of goals and keep a clean sheet, you can't ask for much more. 11 minutes in, nice ball in from Raheem Sterling. The defence is caught to sleep, and David Silva's obviously there just to poke home. Not even a lot of power on his shot either, just slots it in. That'll do nicely, in my opinion. 1-0 Manchester City after 11 minutes. 19 minutes in, gets even better. Leroy Sane leaves Pablo Zabaleta for dead. Drilled a low ball in. Raheem Sterling ends up beating the first man to the ball, gets in front of him and taps in for an easy second and put Manchester City well ahead. A couple of bits of bad defending there from West Ham. They'll be disappointed. They didn't play bad in this game, particularly in the first half. The scoreline reflects that they did, but they didn't. Manchester City just created a few opportunities and managed to put them away. That really was the clinicalness of what did the damage in this game, in my opinion, because West Ham, they got going after around 20 minutes. Once you're 2-0 down after 20 minutes, you're always going to be struggling. Against Manchester City, you're going to struggle against any Premier League team being 2-0 down after 20 minutes. But against Man City, the champions, you're always going to be finding that hard work. But West Ham, they responded well. They were aggressive. They created a couple of chances. Antonio had a good chance, well saved by Edison. And Nautovic was making things happen. They were being nice and aggressive, nice and quick, pressing Manchester City, trying to force the mistakes. It was just showing how good we are on the ball, that we was able to deal with this. We were giving the ball away a couple of times. That wasn't to worry. Like I said, was always there to mop up. Kyle Walker making a good block too. Edison making saves too. You can't ask for much more. So was tested both in attack and in defence in this first half. 34 minutes in, Bernardinho did a brilliant ball played in, finds Raheem Sterling in space. Why Raheem Sterling was allowed so much space in West Ham's attacking third, I don't know. But he plays it across, first time to Leroy Sane. Leroy Sane sells a great turn. It was like a dummy turn. Sells the defender, kind of sold the goalkeeper, and he just slots it in. Absolutely fantastic. A brilliant goal from Leroy Sane there. So silky and so smooth. Centres in at half-time, 3-0 up, away from home after international break. We can't ask for any more than that. It was absolutely perfect from Manchester City. Utilising space, was utilising the big pitch, was utilising mistakes from West Ham's defence, whereas West Ham weren't utilising our mistakes that we was making at the back, and we did make a couple of them. Like I said, they had a couple of decent opportunities, but they didn't put them away. And when the opportunity was given to us, we put them away, and that's why we went in 3-0 up. Game, set and match really from there, and it told in the second half, in my opinion. Bit of a drab second half. Man City nowhere near their best. We didn't need to be at our best, to be fair, but we were nowhere near our best. We saw Phil Foden get some minutes in coming on in place of Ilkay Gundogan. Ended up getting 22 minutes under his belt, which is good to see. We also saw Riyad Mahrez and Gabriel Jesus come on. And speaking of Gabriel Jesus, in the 92nd minute, or the 90 plus 2 minutes, only 2 minutes added on, Jesus, borderline offside in my opinion, plays a deep ball into Leroy Sane, manages to control it, not fully, but manages to get enough control onto it to be able to take the shot on the half volley, and smashes it comfortably home on his left foot to wrap it up at 4-0 Manchester City in a brace for Leroy Sane. 4-0, perfect. We weren't amazing in the second half. Was fantastic in the first half in being able to put our chances away, and I'm confident if we go to any game putting our chances away, we're always going to win the game. I thought West Ham, they weren't poor, they weren't great defensively, they were making things happen. It's like they woke up after 2-0, they still had conceded 2 more goals. The defending at times wasn't very good. They've got ways forward though for them. I mean, games against Manchester City aren't going to decide anything away from home or at home against us. It's not going to decide anything for West Ham in the season. But what West Ham need to be, or make sure of really, is to make sure that they don't get dragged into that relegation battle. They've got a couple of points, I think they're sitting above Newcastle. So they need to make sure that they're able to maintain them points and able to build up through the season and build up as many points as possible, as obviously they are. And they've got a manager in Pellegrini who all of us Manchester City fans do like. So yeah. I'd say they're on to a winner there if they give him enough time and make things happen. I didn't think they played badly in this game, though. It's just Manchester City managed to put the chances away. So we'll have a look at the stats, see what the stats are saying. Manchester City ended up having 69% possession compared to West Ham's 31%. Nice big pitch. That's why Man City had so much of the ball, and we did play a lot of keep ball, to be fair, in the second half. We both had 9 shots each. City had 6 on target to West Ham's 1. That's where it's gone wrong there for West Ham. Like I said, they had opportunity to score, but the one shot they did have on target was saved, whereas City ended up putting 4 of their 6 chances on target into the back of the net. City ended up having 837 passes at an 89% pass completion rate, which is a bit poor. I'm used to 90% plus. So yeah, small margins, but room for improvement. West Ham having 360 at a 74% pass completion rate. It's difficult against Manchester City when you're playing that passing game, it really is. But both had the same amount of key passes, 8 each. Clear-cut chances, City only creating 2 and West Ham creating 1. Balls into the box. West Ham ended up putting more balls into our box than what we did. In terms of dribbles, we ended up having 19 dribbles compared to West Ham's 15. Like I said, the stats, West Ham had 8 corners compared to Man City's 1. They ended up having just under our recoveries. We made 71 to their 65, so it's very even, some of these stats here. And West Ham ended up making more tackles. We ended up making more interceptions. And we ended up making more blocks. I was expecting West Ham to dominate the defensive stats, but it's not. It's kind of 50-50 both ways here. So very interesting. City ended up making more clearances and having more headed clearances too. Very interesting, that one. So it shows that West Ham have come to go at Manchester City. It's just Man City, at the end of the day, have put their chances away, and that's why it's been like this. And we've put our chances away. West Ham haven't. If they had more clinicalness about them, it may well have been a different game, particularly if they made it 2-1 and Antonio or managed to put one of his decent chances away that he got a shot on at Ederson, and Zabaleta had a good chance to get a shot away or pull something back, and it was well tackled by Laporte, I think it were, at the time. But yeah, a bit of a drab second half, really, but I'll take it. A 4-0 win away from home after the international break. Man of the match, got to be Leroy Sane. I think he got an assist and a brace. You can't ask for much more there. The silky skills that he's got, absolutely amazing. Perfect from Leroy Sane. And we're starting finally to see the best of, not the best of Leroy Sane, but we're starting to see him now get to the top pinnacle level that we saw from him last season. Take him a little while at the beginning of parts of the season, but he's starting to assert himself. And we've got ourselves 3 decent wingers in Sterling, Sane and Mahrez. So onwards and upwards, I say, and bring on Leon, in France. But there we go. Otamendi and Laporte had decent games in this game, but all round, I've made the last note, was a great team effort, and that overall is what has made the difference. That's why we pay big money for these big players. They get the opportunities, they put them away. So there we go, that's been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you are interested. Make sure you press the bell and put your push notifications on to be notified when I have uploaded. We've got the preview coming out for the Lyon game tomorrow, so keep your eyes out for that one. And I'll see you all again very soon for the next Manchester City video. Don't forget to go and check out my social media in the description below. Go and check out my second channel and my partner channel. Leave links to them at the end of the video. If you'll go and like and subscribe over there, like and subscribe over here. Don't forget to share the video, help my channel grow. 2k subs we're aiming for before the end of the year, so it'll be ace to hit that. We're getting closer and closer, so any support will be much appreciated. And I'll see you all again for the next Manchester City video, and then onwards and upwards to France we go. So it's been JSGC. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the 3 points, Blues. Peace. Ciao for now.